Johnson. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. And again, I'd like to welcome everybody and congratulate all of our retirees. Over the first week of May, we did quite a few red folder meetings with many of you. And as I said to I think just about everybody, with 45 retirees over the course of the school year, and the institutional knowledge that is walking out the door, it's irreplaceable. And this is a bittersweet moment. Many of you, I've taught your children or I've worked closely with you. John Ball was the first person that I met in Guilderland, like, I don't know, 1995-ish, I think. So very sad, but very happy for everybody. And again, I want to congratulate you. At this time, it's my pleasure to share the accomplishments of 45 individuals making the decision to begin a new chapter in their lives with the decision to retire. This esteemed group of individuals includes 7 employees from the Transportation Department, 7 teaching assistants, 2 employees from the Custodial Maintenance Department, 6 employees with clerical responsibilities, 21 teachers, 1 non-instructional supervisor, and 1 food service employee, for a grand total of 1,071 years of district service. I mean, that's incredible, incredible. Unfortunately, not everybody was able to make it this evening, but we are pleased to present each of you a plaque, and we will make sure that our colleagues who weren't able to be here this evening also get their plaque. If you didn't pick up a program at the front, please do so before you leave, but refer back to your program to see the names of all of our retirees and the department from which each is retiring from. At this point in time, I'd like to invite Dr. Wiles up to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. It is just so awesome to see real people in a real meeting space for a celebration. So let me start by thanking Regan Johnson, whose brainchild this was, to bring people together to celebrate this amazing milestone in your careers as you enter the next chapter of your lives. So congratulations, first of all, to our retirees and to your spouses and families who are going to get you back for a lot more time. You know, I reflect on this incredible year that we have had. And I'm wondering if that has inspired the 47 people to say, okay, this was fun, but enough is enough. And maybe that had a piece of it for sure. I want to just take a few moments to think about not just the 1,000 years of experience in this room, of service in this room, but the countless children whose lives you've touched. It's exponential to that 1,000 years of service. And I'm sure each and every one of us can reflect back on the time when we were students in school and an individual or 2 or 3 or 5 stood out to the point where sitting here tonight, we can still remember that person's name, what they wore, their favorite expressions, and just the impact that they had on each of us as a young learner. And we never really know that for sure. It's kind of crazy. I had this 3rd grade teacher at St. Mary's School in Clinton, New York. Her name was Sister Annetta. She was about as tall as this podium. So even the 3rd graders could look her in the eye. And here, all these years later, I can remember her as if she were sitting right there right now, and her favorite expression was this: as the tree is bent, so it will grow. And I had a feeling that it had something to do with 3rd graders being naughty. It probably did. But, you know, over time, I have reflected on that statement, and I think it doesn't necessarily mean that at all, just that we have an impact on people as they're growing. But, you know, Sister Annetta is long since gone, and I never told her or had the opportunity to tell her just how much of an impact she had on my life. Another teacher I had in elementary school, Mrs. Dawes, was my English teacher. And 30-something years later, I went to work in the Clinton Central School District, and Mrs. Dawes was the director of curriculum, and I was the superintendent. And it was awesome. I had grown up by then. And I remember being very conscious of saying to her, I think it was at the end of one of my interviews there, I said, Mrs. Dawes, I never told you in all these years, but it's because of you that I became an English teacher. And I can remember all the comments you wrote on my little stories that I would write and the poems that she would assign and so on. I tell you those two stories because I am sure there are hundreds of children who think of you and something that you've said or something that you've done or something that you wore or an expression that you have that they carry with them wherever they are in this world right now. And it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, I am 100% certain that it's true, but not enough people think to, pick up the phone or find a person, or maybe on Facebook they do now, to let you know about that impact. So my message to you tonight is to say you have had that impact. And it's profound. It's life-changing. It's why this profession, no matter what role you play in a school district, is the most meaningful one there is on the planet, because we shape the future and hold that future in our hands. So for all of your years of service here in Guilderland, the good days, the not so good days, the days with cyber attacks, pandemics, fires, floods, snow days, all of that, there is far more joy that outweighs all of that challenge and worry and how will we get through this last challenge. So you have made a difference. You will be missed. Thank you so much for all you've done. Have a long, happy, healthy, pandemic-free next chapter of your life. Thank you so much.
Okay, so here's how it will work. We're going to read each retiree's name. And so when you're here and you call your name, I call your name and read a little bit about you. We'd ask you to come down, accept your plaque, and take a picture with Dr. Wiles in front of our banner. That'd be great. So our first retiree is Leslie Abel. And Leslie is a Guilderland Elementary reading teacher retiring with 33 years of service to the district. Congratulations. This
is honorary outdoors right here.
Tell what year you retired.
Next up is Diana Ackner, Altamont Elementary music teacher, again retiring with 33 years of district service. No, it's not in alphabetical order, though. Next up is Lenore Aldi Snow, Guilderland Elementary music teacher, retiring with 35 years of district service.
Turns out spelling wasn't actually.
No, it's here. Just wasn't.
Envelope, please.
There you go. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Our next retiree is John Ball, Guilderland High School technology teacher, retiring with 30 years of service to our district. Our next retiree is Ann Barker, account clerk in the Gilderland High School main office, retiring with 16 years of service to our district. Our next retiree is Deanna Barney Cisco, and she's retiring as elementary education teacher at Pine Bush Elementary with 29 years of district service. Margaret Barber is a school bus attendant in our transportation department, retiring with 20 years of service to the district, and unfortunately, Margaret wasn't able to be here tonight. Congratulate Margaret. Vicky Cassini, a teaching assistant at Farnsworth Middle School, is retired with 19 years of service to the district. Also, Vicky was unable to be here tonight. Eileen Conley, secretary to the building instructional administrators at Farnsworth Middle School. She retired with 15 years of district service, and unfortunately, again, she was not able to be here this evening. Charles Kirkerito, a school bus driver at our transportation department, is retiring with 18 years of service to the district, and unfortunately, Charles can't be here either. Patty Del Negro, elementary education teacher at Pine Bush Elementary, and Patty is retiring with 32 years of service to our district. Dan Diamond, an elementary education teacher at Gilderland Elementary, is retiring with 15 years of service to our school district. Congratulations. Jean Drislane, a teaching assistant at Gilderland Elementary, is retiring with 21 years of district service. Cal Dunstan is right now in Tennessee, and unfortunately isn't able to be here, but Cal was an auto mechanic in our transportation department, and he retired with 30 years of district service, so congratulations. Michael Gannon, Assistant Director of Transportation, retired with our school district with 17 years of service. Congratulations to Michael. Next up is Gary Generip, Gilderland High School English teacher, retiring with 31 years of service to our district. Congratulations. Debbie Govakis is a food service worker at Gilderland High School. She retired with 20 years of service to our district. Unfortunately, Debbie was not able to make it this evening. Sue Graves, elementary education teacher at Altamont Elementary, retiring with 25 years of district service. Our next retiree is Norma Hennis. She was a senior account clerk in the district office. She retired with 30 years of district service, and unfortunately, Norma could not be here this evening. Karen Lajeunesse, speech and language pathologist at Altamont Elementary, retiring with 21 years of district service. Rich LaSalle, science teacher at Gildoin High School, retiring with 31 years of service to our district. Congratulations. Laura Lawton, Gildoin High School secretary to the principal, retired with 25 years of service to the district. And again, unfortunately, Laura couldn't make it here this evening. Mary Ann Libertucci, special education teacher at Farnsworth Middle School, is retiring with 16 years of service to the district, and she called last minute and said something came up and she was unable to be here. So congratulations, Mary Ann. Mark Marie, school bus driver in our transportation department, retiring with 20 years of service to our district. Again, unfortunately, Mark wasn't able to be here. Valerie McKenzie, secretary in the Gildoin High School main office, retiring with 18 years of service to our district.
I hope this isn't a message to Dale.
Turns out you gotta have another year. Sorry.
Kathy Meehan, teaching assistant at Gildoin Elementary, retiring with 23 years of district service. Joan Michael, school bus driver in our transportation department, retiring with 19 years of district service. She's not unable to be here this evening. Next up is John Miller, special education teacher at Gildoin High School, retiring with 25 years of service to our district. Our next retiree is Tammy Mirabili, elementary education teacher at Gildoin Elementary, retiring with 32 years of service to our district. Deborah Murphy, library secretary at Farnsworth Middle School, retiring with 15 years of service to our school district. Congratulations. Patty Papa, custodial worker at Altamont Elementary, retiring with 13 years of service to our school district. Chuck Phillips, math teacher at Farnsworth Middle School, retiring with 30 years of service to our district. Congratulations. Jamie Lynn Rubin, elementary education teacher at Pine Bush Elementary, retiring with 35 years of service to our district. Mary Schmitz, teaching assistant at Guilderland Elementary, retiring with 22 years of service to our district. Tom Schwan, physical education teacher at Westmuir Elementary, retiring with 25 years of service to the district. Unfortunately, Tom cannot be here this evening. Sue Smith, teaching assistant at Guilderland High School, is retiring with 25 years of service to our district. Again, Sue could not be here this evening. Michael Sokol, school bus driver in the transportation department, retiring with 18 years of service to the district. Unfortunately, Michael couldn't be here as well. Patrice Spring, sixth grade teacher at Farnsworth Middle School, retiring with 25 years of service to our district. Congratulations. Regine Teeter, music teacher at Guilderland High School, retiring with 33 years of service. Mary Ursillo, reading teacher at Pine Bush Elementary, retiring with 12 years of service to our district. Lori Walrath, school bus driver in the transportation department, retiring with 24 years of service to the district. Unfortunately, Lori couldn't be here. Deb Ward, elementary education teacher at Westmuir Elementary, retiring with 28 years of service to the district. Unfortunately, Deb could not be here this evening. Annette Wetzel, teaching assistant at Guilderland Elementary, retiring with 22 years of service to our district. Bess Yukabe, custodial worker at Guilderland High School, retired this fall with 16 years of service to our district. Unfortunately, Bess couldn't be here this evening. And our last retiree is Diane Zakraszewski, teaching assistant at Farnsworth Middle School, retiring with 14 years of service to our district. Congratulations. How about one big, giant applause for 1,071 years of service for our retirees? I would like to read a statement from our board president, Dr. Sima Rivera, who is not able to be here preparing for our board meeting this evening. To each one of you, as you retire, may you look back with pride on all you have done. May you remember fondly the friendships that you have made and the lives that you have touched. May you look forward with anticipation of wonderful times ahead, and may you move on in happiness and in health. On behalf of the Board of Education, the school district, and the entire Guilderland community, thank you for your many years of service. Congratulations to everyone celebrating this achievement this evening. Again, I would like to congratulate everybody and thank you for all you have given to our district. Your experience and your knowledge, everything that you've put into our district can never, ever be replaced. You will always be part of the family. I hope that you will come back and share your stories of retirement and make all of us who are still here jealous. But again, on behalf of our district, we want to thank you for everything that you've given, and thank you again for coming. May you enjoy the rest of your days here, and have a great end of your school year. Thank you for coming. Frame 'em.